Hall of Fame as we get set for football on the lakeside here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. If you look at this Browns defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. And that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They will start this drive with Ford. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now Huntley. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They run with Ford. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. But you look at this defense. And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
To throw, Huntley. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and a yard. This is Ford, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Huntley now bootlegging it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll work down inside the 45. The Browns at 10-5 to start play. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence. And you need that in order to go all the way.
Huntley to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's Huntley. This will be caught. Judy. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
3rd down and 1. Here's Tua. Short throw to Smith. Gets past one man. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Gets this one to Hill. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Now Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Hundley looks to throw. Dancing to his left. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Huntley, 41 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Jalen Waddle. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Huntley off of play action.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
Looking to throw here, Huntley. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
David Njoku,
23 yards for the touchdown.
and the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ford. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They'll run on first down. Ford. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 on the way to the 3.
53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Tua going to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Jalen Waddle.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Huntley working from the gun.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Huntley.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane.
Just a gain of a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
To throw, Huntley.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Huntley to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They go play action with Huntley.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Past the 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Huntley.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Out of the gun, Huntley.
Being chased out left. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Back to throw. Huntley. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Huntley. Forced out to his under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal. So now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Two straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Huntley. This will be caught at about the 5. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Dolphins,
they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.
that'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.